Ambassador Zethkar clicked his mandibles nervously as he reviewed the emergency session notes. The Galactic Council chamber buzzed with concerned chatter from representatives of a dozen species, their various forms of communication creating a cacophony that would have been deafening to most beings. But Zethkar's attention was fixed on the holographic display showing the impossible readings from Sector 7. Order! Order! Chancellor Vexani's telepathic voice cut through the noise. The ancient ethereal's consciousness shimmered with barely contained panic. We convene this emergency session to address the situation involving the humans. A collective shudder rippled through the assembly. The humans, those peculiar bipedal mammals from the third planet of an unremarkable yellow star. They'd been discovered barely 50 cycles ago, still confined to their single world, throwing primitive chemical rockets at their moon. The Council had classified them as developing species, non-interference protocol active, and promptly forgotten about them. That had been a mistake. The readings are confirmed, announced Dr. Crixtel, the Crystalline Collective's chief physicist. Her silicon-based form resonated with mathematical precision. Spatial distortion detected at coordinates 127.45.89, gravitational anomalies spanning 3 light-years. And at the center, she paused, her crystalline structure darkening. A human vessel. The chamber erupted. Impossible. The humans barely had fusion technology. They couldn't even leave their solar system properly, let alone manipulate spacetime itself. Show them, Chancellor Vexani commanded. The hologram shifted to display a sleek vessel, clearly of human design but impossibly advanced. It hung motionless in the void, surrounded by twisted ribbons of reality itself. Stars bent around it like light through water. Spacetime rippled outward in waves that shouldn't exist. How? Whispered Senator Quilloth, his feathered crest trembling. Our most advanced civilizations have studied these phenomena for millennia. The mathematics alone should take them centuries to comprehend. Zethkar cleared his throat analogues. As the Council's xenobiologist, he'd made humans his specialty. If I may, Chancellor, I believe I understand what happened. All eyes turned to him. The humans, he began carefully, don't approach problems the way we do. We study, we theorize, we build mathematical models spanning decades. We seek to understand before we act. He gestured toward the display. They don't. 3 weeks ago, their scientists detected what they called weird space jiggles near their outer planets. Instead of spending years analyzing the phenomenon, Zethkar's voice cracked with a mixture of horror and admiration. They built a ship and flew directly into it. The silence was profound. They didn't understand the forces involved. They had no theoretical framework for 11-dimensional physics. They simply observed that space was doing something funny and decided to poke it with a stick to see what would happen. And Chancellor Vexani's mental voice was barely a whisper. It worked. Zethkar displayed the final readings. They've accidentally discovered how to manipulate the fundamental structure of reality itself. They've created a stable wormhole achieved faster than light travel, and somehow inverted 3 local dimensions in the process. Their chief engineer's official report describes the discovery as pretty neat and recommends trying it again, but with bigger engines. Chancellor Vexani's form flickered with existential dread. Motion to update the non-interference protocol. Seconded. All in favor of reclassifying humans as developing species. Do not touch. They break physics? The vote was unanimous. In the distance, the human vessel began spinning. Reality hiccuped. The universe held its breath.